Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the Children's Reading Hour with Eee and Harvey. Today our show is going to be very, very exciting. Wow! You should know E. You were at all of our practices. No, I wasn't. Then how is it that I saw you sitting next to me while we rehearsed our lines together?
That was my, android lookalike.
You don't have an android lookalike, E. We eat rats and we sleep in an alley out back. How could you afford to construct a replica of yourself?
I used all the money that we've been making from the show that I never told you about.
You mean we could have been eating at Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Well, E, I'm gonna have to kill you.
But will you be killing the real me? Or the fake me?
I don't care. I want a goddamn chalupa.
No! Don't shoot me. I lied to you. I lied to you. There is no fakey. I lied. Don't shoot me, please.
Hi, boys and girls. Today we plan on showing you why you should never ever tell a lie, which you'll see when we read the story of the boy who cried wolf. This was just one example that we came up with here.
It was?
Yeah, it wasn't real. Had it been a real squabble, well, I dare not think about it.
Me either. An android look like me is crazy.
Yeah, it could become self-aware and then a threat to civilization as we know it. It's pretty scary when inanimate things become cognizant of themselves.
I mean, look at us. We could just snap and start killing everyone.
Let's start today's story. Today's story is very similar to...
Harvey, E.
Yes, Liz?
The police were just here. One of our viewers must have called them. I told the police that it was a false alarm, so they're going back to the station, but they didn't look too happy.
I'm sorry, Liz, but I have to say it feels good knowing that people out there actually really care about us.
Yep.
Oh, plus I got some angry phone calls from people who were placing bets on your fight with E.
And of course, then there's our usual viewers.
Instead of getting mad, they could always just place bets on whether the fight was going to happen or not. Like my mom and I used to do when my dad would come home drunk. Sure, you might get beat up, but man, you'd make a lot of money.
E, there are some things you just don't bet on.
What? Like the end of the world?
No, E, events where people get hurt.
Like the end of the world?
The world isn't gonna end.
You want to bet?
I'm talking about domestic violence. You don't bet on domestic violence. It's just wrong.
That's not the only thing we'd wager on. My uncle, he used to come into my room at night, so my mom and I, we would bet where we thought he might. Anyway, I'd have money to buy ice cream.
E, that's disgusting.
Nuh-uh. Ice cream would get the flavor out of my mouth.
Harvey, E, when you're done with your therapy session, I want you to know that it's important the police don't come out here for false alarms. Be more careful in the future.
We're trying to teach the kids about lying, and...
Oh, speaking of the future, there's a lady here who claims she has come to destroy the inventor of some future robot that becomes, like, self-aware and eventually destroys most of society and annihilates mankind. She says this futuristic death machine can only be destroyed by her son, who's now, like, being hunted by one you invented sent back from the future.
Well, that makes no sense.
Yeah, if a robot traveled from the future to the past, it would wind up eliminating all time in between, hence it could not exist.
What did you say?
I don't know.
I told her that her time travel story makes no sense, but she feels it does. So much so that it should be made into a movie.
Man, that's the worst idea since this show.
Amen, brother.
So why does she want to see me?
I think she wants to kill you.
Why? I'm a nice guy. I haven't been violent for a long time.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes.
Not since she forced me and E to go to those self-awareness classes. I feel like a new person.
Yeah, me too. I'm just ready to snap.
Why don't you tell her that I'm a nice guy now, and that she has nothing to worry about, and if she would like to, she could sit in the green room, and I could talk to her after the show.
Sounds good.
Hey, I just got an awesome idea. We should build advanced fighting robots that could crush an entire civilization.
I know why you just said that.
Said what?
It's because of those self-awareness meetings that we've been going to. You're always getting way too excited with your, hey, now that we know who we are, how about we take over the world comments.
I know, but nobody takes me seriously.
It's probably because these group meetings are for people to get in touch with their feelings, who they are. Your ideas are too ambitious. Remember what our counselor Steve says? He says you want to bully nations across the globe as your way to avoid your true feelings?
Well, if you remember, I told him he was full of crap, and that my emotions aren't a problem.
Right. Was that before you ran outside crying and eventually knifed his tires?
I think so.
The truth is, E, you shouldn't tell people such things. Kids, if you want to do something that others might think is dangerous, before you tell them, stop and think, are these my type of people? If not, then maybe you shouldn't tell them. No need to ruin your plans before you can implement them.
Yeah, you're right.
If you learn how to do that, E, then maybe I can show you what some of my plans are.
You mean you plan to get free chalupas?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that plan, man. We all saw the time you taped a revolver to the side of a toaster, and then you tied a string from the trigger to the lever, and you asked those people at Taco Bell, would you like some toast?
Well, I might not be the greatest inventor right now.
I thought your invention totally kicked ass. It took out like 3 people. Besides, I don't have the patience to do what you did. I would have just grabbed the gun from the side of the toaster and been like, you're going to give me extra sauce, bitch, or I'm going to use this gun and make sauce with your blood. You know, blood tastes good on tacos, it really does. And if they don't give me extra sauce, then I'll grab one of those plastic forks and I'd jump over the counter and I'd go back there and I'd find the manager and I'd be like, I'm going to make sauce with your blood because your employee up front wouldn't give me any extra sauce. And it should have really made me have extra sauce because they have it on that training video which says, give extra sauce, otherwise the customer jump over the counter with a plastic fork and come looking for you and you are all doomed. They have that video.
Thanks, E. I'm sure every inventor needs encouragement. Kids, sometimes you know someone who is not working towards his or her dream. That's when you tell them to finish what he or she is doing. Cheer them on with words like, you can do it, keep going, or come on, I dare you. I'm sure even the person who invented the A-bomb needed encouragement, and without it, where would we be?
Probably in some crappy long world wearing utopia, like in those stupid early 80s shows with Apollo and Twinkie and B. Burke.
Oh, you're thinking of Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, the horror!
Anyway, I'm going to get started on my plans. Read to the kids!
Mark, we're leaving on our camping trip now. Bring that rifle, we're going to need it. Did you pack the food and water that we're going to be using over the next 7 days?
Yeah, I got it.
And the extra tank of gas so we can get back to town?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Hey, there's no food. Mark, where's the food?
Ta-da!
What?
That's my trick. I tricked you.
I'll go get the gas tank, fill up the car, and we can go back to town.
That's not really a trick.
There's no extra gas.
Mark, where's the gas?
Ta-da!
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, if I get the gun, we can shoot the bear and have something to eat.
Where's the gun, son?
Ta-da!
You can't just drive us out to our deaths and expect us to be amused.
I think I did it wrong.
Well, at least we still got television.
And now back to the Eee and Harvey Show.
E!
What?
You're supposed to be reading to the kids.
I did read.
You mean the time I spent drawing up these schematics, you read the entire story of The Boy Who Cried Wolf?
Yep, it was easy.
E, it's not smart to put our jobs in jeopardy. If we don't read to the kids in our show, eventually no one will watch, and my agenda will not be, I read. Okay, then what was the story about?
I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to read it for yourself. But if you could, please read it out loud and towards the camera and put a lot of emotion into it. Don't fuck it up.
E, I'm going to check the footage up to this point, and if you didn't read, I'm going to come back here with a metal baseball bat and let you have it. Wow! Because you have plans that, you have to think about the kids.
You can't check the tape. I read so fast it didn't pick it up.
What are you talking about, E?
I have the ability to freeze time. Yeah, I froze it, and then I read to our audience, so it's not on the tape.
You mean when we got caught by the police the other day, after stealing food from Taco Bell, you could have frozen time, and we could have gotten away?
Yep.
Well, now I'm pissed. E, I'm going to have to bash your head in.
For the kids' sake?
Yeah.
I can just hard time and take that baseball bat away from you.
I don't care, I want a goddamn chalupa!
No, don't do it. I lied to you. I'm sorry. No, please. I lied to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lied to you.
This was just another example that we came up with here at the show for why you should never ever tell a lie.
What?
So don't bother to call the cops. Let's just read today's story. Today's fable is entitled The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's about a boy who lied 2 times, so when he finally needed help, no one believed him. You see, boys and girls, you should never ever fib, because when you need help, no one is going to trust you.
Harvey, the police were just here again. This time they were totally upset. You guys, that's the last time I want a false alarm. It's the second time I've had to send them away now. It's like twice. 2 times. A second. Those.
Okay, but I'm trying to teach the kids an important lesson.
Yeah, self-awareness classes don't work.
Oh, speaking of sending people away, there's a giant army of mechanical humans from the future. They're like marching towards the studio.
What do they want?
I think they want to kill you. Both of you.
Oh no! Help! Help! Where's Buck Rogers when you need him?
We killed him, remember? On an existential, philosophical... Liz, can you call the cops?
They're not going to come.
Oh, that's right. I've told 2 lies. Let this be a lesson, kids. Not that it matters, this being the end of humankind and all.
Ha! Please! Save us! Save... Oh, well. The end of the world? Oh, my butts! I want to be rich!
Hold on a second. The book says if you lie twice, no one will believe you. So all I have to do is destroy this book, and the police will come and stop an invading robotic army from the future. Oh well.
Good job today, Harvey. Your actions saved millions of lives.
Thanks.
Do you want another chalupa?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
And thank you, Hawk. It's your fancy flying and quick reflexes that helped give us the advantage.
I just want to say that peace is the greatest...
You cost me money! Down!
Oh! Ah!
Would you like some toast?